Good day guys, and welcome to Intellect Academy. I am Emmanuel Febu, and today's video is going to be very interesting in the life of every student as we learn how to calculate our GPA and CGPA. So now stay down on the video, like, comment and share. If you have not subscribed to this channel, do well to subscribe and turn the notification bell off, because this season we are going to learn a lot. See you in the video. So of course we are here, how to calculate the GPA and CGPA. Very important in the life of every student. So let's go into this video now. So we have GPA and CGPA. For us to get more clear understanding of what these two is, we need to define them in a very simple term. Of course we have GPA, which stands for grade point average. Of course the definition says here, the GPA or grade point average is a number that indicates how high you score in your courses on average. It's obtained per semester. So everything here is the grade point average is more of like the result, is more of like a mean average, and it is obtained per semester. So every semester you have a GPA standing as a grade point average. Every semester you must have what? A GPA. Now let's go into the CGPA. And it stands for what? Cumulative grade point average. Now take note, cumulative grade point average. Let's go into the definition. So now it is what usually used to measure the overall academic performance of the student. CGPA is calculated by obtaining the mean of the GPA that a student is awarded every semester. So now what does this tell you? That the CGPA is more of like the combination of what? GPA. When you say mean, it means adding the GPA of every semester and dividing by what? The number of semesters. So that's how you get the CGPA. So it can be obtained for more than 2 semesters. So you always have a CGPA where you have more than 2 semesters. Take note, CGPA is a combination of GPAs. So the first semester of your school you have a GPA. The second semester, completing 1 year in school, you have a CGPA because of what? It is the mean of what? 2 semesters, knowing that each semester has what? GPA. So now let's go into the grading system, the 5-point grading system. Of course, mostly in countries like Nigeria and some African countries, we adopt the 5-point grading system. That's to say that the 5 points signifies the highest CGPA is over 5 points. So of course, countries like India, some of them use 10-point average. Countries like other countries use 4-point grading system. But here in Nigeria, we use 5-point grading system. Now you see grade A, it signifies 5 points. Grade B signifies 4 points. Grade C signifies what? 3 points. Grade D signifies 2 points. Grade E signifies what? 1 point. And grade F signifies what? 0 points. Now of course, these are the grades we have here in Nigeria. So in every university in Nigeria operate on what? This grading system. Now let's dive into the GPA of this 5-point grading system. That is how you calculate it. Now I will be using my first semester result. Of course, I'm a very brilliant student. You can see almost all A's and some C. This is my first semester result in my 100 level. Of course, where we did courses like general chemistry practical, general physics practical, technical drawing. Of course, I'm an engineering student, engineering mathematics 1, English language 1, and philosophy. Of course, these are my grade. Wow, beautiful. So I had, of course, these are the grade system. Now take note, I had B, A, B, A, and C. Take note, we're going to make use of what? This grading system, which is A signifies 5 points, B signifies 4 points. Very important. So now if we are going back here, we are having the credit unit. Now there's every credit unit, there's always a credit unit assigned to each course. There's always a credit unit assigned to each course. There are some courses that are 2 units, some courses are 3 units, some courses are 4 units, some courses are 5 units. And that is not as a result of the student, it's a result of the what? Curriculum. As a result of the curriculum. So of course we are seeing general chemistry having 3 units. We are seeing general chemistry practical having 1 unit. Of course you can see engineering mathematics 1 having what? 4 units. It does not depend on the student. It is from the curriculum. It's not the student. So the student cannot say, I'm taking this to be 3 points. No, this is what the standard unit for each course. You can get that information in your departmental handbooks that gives you more information about your course and all the courses you have to do in that particular year of study. Now, so let's go into this now. So of course, how do we calculate the grade points? The grade point is very important because it's the multiplication of the credit unit multiplied by the point of that grade. As we said earlier, this is A, so A signifies 5, B signifies 4, C signifies 3, D signifies 2. So now in general chemistry 1 I got B, and B signifies 4. So therefore you're going to be having 4, which is the grade point, 4 times 3, which is 4 times 3 here, and is equals to 12 in the first section. Now you have general chemistry practical 1. I got A in the course. It's a 1 credit unit course. So it's going to be the A, which signifies 5 points, multiplied by the credit unit, which is 5 times 1 equals to 5. Do the same thing for all of them, and you get all these values here in the grade point column. It's very important. How do you get your GPA now? This is what we have been talking about. How do you get your GPA? That's what we're talking about. The GPA is the total grade points all over the total credit units. That is what the GPA is all about. So if you sum all these numbers in the grade points, you're going to see that it amounts to 90. And if you sum all the credit units, you see that it amounts to 20. So the GPA is 90 divided by 20, which is a 4.5 GPA, of course, out of a 5.0 grading system. So of course, actually this means first class. So in my year 1 first semester, I was on first class. Wow, wonderful. Good enough, right? My year 1 first semester, I was a first class student. That's a lot of achievements. That gave me a lot of boost, gave me a lot of motivation. In my first semester in school, I got a 4.5 out of a 5-point grading system. Wonderful, right? So now let's forget about that. Let's go dive back into the video. So now I'll dive into the video. Of course, we have done the calculation on the GPA. On the GPA, we have not touched the CGPA. So now we're diving into the CGPA, which we said that the CGPA is is more of like the mean of GPAs of every semester. So of course, I will have a CGPA at the end of my second semester because you're having 2 semesters. Now this is my second semester result. Wow, I even did better. I did better than even last semester. Did better than last semester, right? I averaged a CGPA of 4.71 out of the 5 points. Why the last semester was 4.5, right? But let's not wear emphasis on the result. This is my result, is not yet right. But if you look at this, of course, this is second semester, general chemistry 2, general chemistry practical 2, physics. We did all this course, and using that adage, of course, general chemistry 2, I got an A. I think last semester was a B. I got an A, and of course, A signifies 5, which is the credit unit is 3, which is 5 times 3, 15. You do the same thing. Anthropology B, which is the last line, B signifies 4. 4 times 3 is 12. You add all the grade points, it's amount to 99. You add all the credit units, it amounts to 21. The GPA is now the total grade point over the total credit units, which is 99 over 21, 4.71. The problem is we are still at the GPA. So we said let's go back to the slide. We said that CGPA is we said that CGPA stands for cumulative grade point average, and it can be obtained by taking the mean of every semester. So now let's go back and go to the CGPA. So how do you calculate your CGPA? So you can use this formula, very important, that the CGPA is the summation of the GPA in each semester over the number of semester. First semester we had a GPA of 4.5. The second semester we have a GPA of what? 4.71. So there are 2 semesters. So how do we calculate our mean? We summed the CGPA in the 2 semesters and divided by 2. Straight away, after we added 4.5 plus 4.71, we had 9.21. We divided it by 2 and we have a 4.6 CGPA out of a 5 point. So I tried to balance, of course, I did better than the other semester, so the CGPA will probably increase. So of course, this is how you calculate what? Your CGPA in every semester. So guys, that's all for this video. Do well to subscribe, like and comment if your CGPA was higher than this or if your CGPA was lower than this. But you can comment your CGPA down there, and of course follow our content because we are coming with a lot of content concerning education. Please do well to subscribe and share to your friends that don't understand the concept of what GPA and CGPA. Bye bye.
We gon' live forever. We gon' live forever. Like that.